It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
In the backstreet balls in the neon lights. Well, I heard the thunder, I could feel the rain. It's the same religion, just a different name. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
On the floor, the visiting Boston Celtics. At center, Aaron Baines. At center, Aaron Baines.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Celtics are looking to end their road trip here with a strong outing. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
Yeah, and I think they feel confident about this matchup. They had the advantage first time round, and we'll see what adjustments come from the other side.
I think they might make a few changes, but honestly, I think they're a confident bunch, and they'll go mostly with the same approach they had last game.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Aaron Baines out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the small forward.
Well, you're talking about scores. In the NBA, Kyrie Irving is right up there. With his ball handling and shot-making ability, he can dazzle you.
Here's Livingston. Good on the triple. Livingston's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Defense all over Sean Livingston. But with his size at 6'7", he shoots over most guards.
Here's Irving. Green with the block. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Cook is checked in for Sean Livingston. About a minute played so far here in the first. Irving for 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Baines. And Durant sends it back.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. Full 24-second shot clock. The 3.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Durant. Green up on top. 14 points from him the last game against Utah.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in. Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
Out to Thompson. From the arc. No good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Tatum passes to Baines. Now here's Irving. D right on him. Crafty move, and the layup is good.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out. When you watch the Warriors play, their offense is a work of art. There's so much player movement and passing, it's impossible to cover. And the shooting they have, it just puts it over the top.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Irving. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Nice shot by Thompson.
The D has to get up on Thompson when he's attempting those perimeter shots. He makes outside shots look so easy.
And Steve, the common mistake fans have with the Warriors is thinking they only make threes to score. It's a combination of a lot of things, and I think it just overwhelms defenders.
You know, one thing that comes to mind to me is they pick out the Warriors in mismatches or lose a defender on great screens. They're amazing at that. They force defenders to make a ton of split-second decisions. One mistake, and it's easy for them to score.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. Terry Rozier's checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Smart. He's covered by Thompson. Tatum kicks to Horford. Durant with the steal. The dive for the ball. And stolen by Horford. And here we go with Horford running up the court. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And Al Horford just so versatile. You know, that extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism, but Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up.
And it's Thompson again missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Rozier, and Durant sends it back. They retain possession. Shots good by Baines. Warriors leading by 8. Thompson outside. Over Smart. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
Durant with the steal. Here's Thompson, and he makes good on the layup. Thompson's got 5 now.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Celtics.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And I really like how fast Tatum gets off the ground. You know, at 6'8", dunking comes easily, but he's got that forceful mind to pursue the ball.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the bucket by the Celtics. Yep, it counts.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Over to the wing. Iguodala with the steal. And here's the break. Lobbed up there for Thompson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Maybe not the high-flying finisher you typically see at the end of this play, but Clay effective.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open for mid-range, a shot he usually makes.
Here's Durant. And they pick up 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Celtics trail by 14. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Horford has a wide-open look. Here's Baines, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Baines has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Now here's Smart. Defense right on him. Warriors with the rebound. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how it...
Dad always watches more film than me.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
No, right off the tip, it was an ambush, pushing the pace every chance they got.
West out there with Iguodala. And there's Livingston. And it's Young. And it's McCaw in at the shooting guard position. That's the Warriors' 5.
And the Celtics trade for Kyrie Irving, sending shockwaves back in August. Never before had a pair of 25-point-per-game scorers swap teams in the offseason. That's what you call a blockbuster.
And the Warriors making a change here. Pachulia's checked in. Brownie's checked in for the Celtics. Irving comes in for Terry Rozier.
Sometimes breaks are just as good as the gas pedal. Kyrie with the stop and pop.
From past the arc. And the Warriors miss again.
And no doubt Irving and IT, both elite offensive weapons. But Irving, 6 inches taller, perhaps more defensive upside, and 3 years younger. The Celtics feel he fits their timeline.
Here's Livingston. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Shaun Livingston has really turned his career around, becoming one of those guards that you want to have on your team. He's a luxury because he can handle it and he can post up.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Well, you watch the all-around game of Shaun Livingston, and there's a lot to like. Very soft on his turnaround and pull-up shots. Great vision, solid defender. He pretty much does everything well.
And on the way from Irving for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot with that much space.
Jacks up a 3. Livingston, no luck. And with Livingston, you have to remember that his career was nearly ended by a devastating knee injury. Many players wouldn't have attempted to come back from an injury like that, but Steve, he has, and he has found success.
Kevin, it's hard not to cheer for a guy like Shaun Livingston, who has gone through so much. You wonder how great he could have been if the injury never happened. I see him, he could have been playing or would have been an all-star in this game.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, a jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. Here's Yabusele, lays it up and banks it in.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Here's Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by West. Livingston's got 7 points for the quarter.
Shaun Livingston doesn't take a lot of threes, but he takes those smart ones and he knocked it down. So much of rebound is about positioning, effort, no lack of it right there.
West dishes to Pachulia, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. We'll take a look at the Warriors, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. Of course, there's the Rockets, a game and a half out.
And, well, for the Warriors, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
That's been the key. This coaching staff knows what their strengths are. They play to those strengths. That's how they've gotten the most out of their talent.
Well, Smitty, we're in an era where there are just a handful of absolutely unreal scorers in the league, but if you had to pick one who makes it look the easiest or the best, who's your pick?
You're right. You have so many guys, Harden, Durant, Westbrook. But the one guy I think it makes it look the easiest, I would probably have to say Klay Thompson, because he doesn't need anything but to catch and shoot. And he's getting not just 20s and 30s, but he can go off for 60, 50s and 60s. That's the guy that makes it look the easiest.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andre Iguodala is checked in for Pachulia, and Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Ojala, and Smart subbed in for Brown. Outside Irving. Jump shot is good. Irving's got 12 points now in the quarter.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
And he throws it right out of bounds. Careless mistake.
Terry Rozier's checked in for Boston. And here's Boston. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Baines. Green with the block.
What a play from Draymond to rise up and send it back. He really takes pride in his defense.
And Thompson kicks to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
That could be a game changer. That jam just sent shockwaves through the arena.
For three, count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just one on the basket from Tatum. Tatum's got 5 points so far. Durant kicks to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Baines, guarded by Green. They now take the lead. He's got 8.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Many can argue at this point that Draymond should have had 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Arguably one of the most impactful defenders of this generation. Can take over a game without ever scoring a point.
Here's Baines, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Thompson inside, guarded by Smart. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist from Cook. Cook's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Rozier. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Boston. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exciting first half indeed. Welcome back. For Boston, it was a challenging first quarter. Abysmal shooting from the field, miss after miss, and unable to get into any kind of rhythm. They simply could not put together an efficient offensive. That's it for halftime.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Here's Livingston. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Tatum out there with Horford, and it's Baines in at the 5 spot.
Good defense, better offense. Durant more than capable of burying shots with a hand in his face.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And on the way from Irving for three, and Pachulia pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Thompson for the triple, and another three for Golden State.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Irving, and Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding, one of the better teams in our league.
The one thing about the way Durant played last season that stood out to me was his defense. Showed that he is more than just a plus defender. Showed he's a great defender. Was instrumental in what the Warriors were able to do.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Celtics trail by 7. They need this. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. In the corner, Irving with it. Shoots over Livingston. The offensive rebound, Horford. Pass to Baines. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Baines has got 12 in the game.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Excellent D there from Pachulia. And all the things that make Durant so incredible on the offensive end help him on the defensive side as well, Steve. His length and lateral mobility can erase a lot of mistakes.
Well, Kevin, a career high in block shots for him last season, but that doesn't tell the whole story. You don't think of him as a rim protector, but that is what he was. Durant doesn't get enough credit for his impact on that side of the ball.
Horford kicks to Baines. In the corner, Irving with it. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going for Irving.
Well, you have to think that he is going to look to go to the rim a little more often going forward, because the three ball just hasn't been there. Sometimes it seems he's not getting his feet set or rushing his shooting motion, but either way, it just ain't falling.
Not going to go that time.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Nick Young's checked in for the Warriors. Steve, you talk about the value of versatility in the NBA. It's never been higher than I think right now, wouldn't you say?
You're right, Kevin. The reason why is back in the day, a big guy got the rebound. A point guard or a guard would have to come back to bring the basketball up. Now, you see a guy like Anthony Davis, Al Horford, DeMarcus Cousins. They grab the rebound, and you see the shooting guard and the point guard, they getting out and sprinting because they know they have a guy that can bring it up and make the right play at his size.
And Kyrie Irving keeps that ball on a string, but Coach has asked him to be quicker on the attack, Steve, not over-dribbling to set up his man.
Yeah, this league is moving away from one-on-one scoring and isolation plays. For the great scorers, it's often a temptation to take your time to pick your defender apart. The problem is it allows weak-side defenders a chance to get set. Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Pulls it up. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's McCaw. Out to West. Here's Livingston. And too long on the shot.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Here's Irving. Inside, and he converts the layup. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Livingston kicks it to West. Fires for three. No good from McCaw. Celtics trail by 4. Irving from long range. Again, Irving missing.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
No good from McCaw. Boston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Nice shot by Yabusele. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
He can be masterful in there, especially when there's no rim protection.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They'll put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And in that one, it was all about shutting down the paint. They were just terrific in terms of their rim protection.
It was big-time shot blocking. They were energetic, intimidating, and that really affected the outcome.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. Iguodala, the pass to McCaw. Now here's Iguodala. He's guarded close. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Celtics shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. He nails it, and we're tied up. Yabusele's got 6.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Here's Young, and Young with the stuff. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
The pass to Ojala. For the lead. Shot clock reset for the Celtics. Here's Smart. And another shot. Count the basket and the foul. They get Andre Iguodala.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
For Boston, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And you look back to that Big 3 era in Boston, you know, the Celtics have not been shy about aggressively trading to reshape this roster. You know, they've made a rapid rebuild that's really the envy of a lot of teams around our league.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. High, arcing shot. Count it. Iguodala's got his first points of the night.
And the D was right in Iggy's jersey. But he is so crafty in terms of how he finishes these drives to the bucket.
And as aggressive as the Celtics have been, Greg, they've also shown patience, haven't they?
Yeah, and in some ways, maybe a victim of their own success. You come out on the winning end of your trades time and again. Other GMs don't want to look bad. They get hesitant, possibly, and don't want to add their name to that list.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
Another triple, and that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Warriors ahead, up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
We got to dial it in now. We got to get focused, right? 3-4 stops in a row.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Celtics trail by 4. Thompson at the 2 with Iguodala playing the 3. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Cook in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
Down low. Pachulia, good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Iguodala with the steal. Floats it up for Iguodala. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Rozier. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson inside the line. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Practice makes perfect. Thompson is just lights out on these shots.
Horford, no luck.
Well, this is why you see guys shine away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
Iguodala. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Smart.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Now here's Livingston. He's covered closely, and the wide open shot from Green. Another 3 for Golden State.
Love to see Draymond getting his feet set and firing from the outside.
It's stolen by Livingston. It's blocked. Pachulia with the steal. And it's the Warriors. On the break, here's Thompson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And then for Boston, Jaylen Brown comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Terry Rozier. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Brad Stevens went over with his guys during the break. He is not happy with the perimeter defense. He said, guys, our three-point line is too lax, and they're getting wide-open shots. Got to get over screens and get on top of them and get them off the line. We'll see if they get the message, guys.
Here's Pachulia. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. On its way from Irving for 2. Not enough on that one as it misses.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
Durant for 3. Rebound Boston. Baines has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Irving for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter. Warriors leading by 7, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Irving. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The smaller guys want to get into the body when they get inside. Get into the line, a good outcome for Kyrie.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Taking advantage at the charity strike like he always does. Terrific touch.
Thompson in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Thompson's got 10 points in just the second half.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second 3 of this half, 3rd of the night.
Irving for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They've led by as many as 14 points and taken away by Brown. Baines dishes to Brown. And Baines kicks to Irving. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Three from the inbound. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Baines. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And you can just see the defender just way too slow. And he got burnt there.
for the layup. That's where speed can kill.
He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Thompson from long range. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Tatum. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pachulia with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. The feed to Livingston from past the arc. Great D that time from Irving.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Thompson from long range. And Pachulia now atop the key. And again, no good by Golden State.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Kicks to Thompson. There's the three. And it's Thompson again missing. And here's Boston. They're on an 11-3 run. Bank shot, no good. And now we've got the intentional foul. And it's the Warriors' ball. 4-point game. And he commits the intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Baines, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Golden State Warriors. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. No luck that time either. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And one reason Thompson is such a fantastic offensive player is because he is so good at drawing fouls.
On offense, here are the Celtics. Trailing by 4. And here's Green outside. And Tatum pulls it down. But they get it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
So it's a narrow victory for the